Alright, well, welcome back. So, last time you saw the sketch version of this, and basically I'm pretty close to being done. So you can see a couple of changes since last time I did this. Okay, so the time lapse didn't show up, but yes, I did make a lot of changes to this illustration. So you can tell from here, I decide to not use line art, and I decide to do the entire thing using the Painterly style. So you'll see that you'll actually see in the whatchamacallit, in the time lapse when I'm gonna post it, you're actually gonna see like yeah, you're gonna see the line art. So you're gonna see that I start the line art and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for the Painterly style, and that's what I decided to do for this entire thing. So if you zoom in, you can see that there's really not much like it's really there's really, in terms of like line art, there's really none. Like I drew the line art after, well, the quote-unquote line art, just like black lines here and there. The rendering is relatively rough, which is fine. And yeah, so from a distance, this is the Painterly style, just so you know, right? I replaced the circle. I'll show the layers actually. So I replaced the circle with this green Painterly again style over here. The thing with line art is the butterfly over here, right? So there was I did 3 variations of the background light for the butterfly. So we had the butterfly light, like so, the green one. And then I tried the watercolor style, but I'm like, I don't like because I think watercolor, especially with the green that I was using, just doesn't look good. So I kind of opted out of using it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not touching that. And then we have the original one, which is this. I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. So I'm deciding to stick with this, which I think looks not bad. Not bad. So also, I don't know why my mouth tracking is still not working. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Okay, wait, hold up. Well, I don't know why I'm solving this like live. I should have solved this like ages ago. Okay, it tracks my eyes fine. Face lean. Okay, that works. Oh, what about mouth? My mouth no open. Mouth no open, so weird. Like I did the mouth, right? It used to work before. Face up, face lean. Oh, there's no mouth. Why? Huh. Why is that not working? I don't know what's happening to this. Wait, hold up. Oh, you're now seeing things that you should not see here. Oh boy. Mouth open. Okay, mouth smile. Alright, here it is. Input, output. I have no idea what any of this means. Oh, no. Output? What's output? Angle, what the hell is this open? Oh, it's like this, right? No. Huh? Huh? No, that's not good. This should be... Sorry, I'm being dumb right now. Okay. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that works. Okay, that works. Actually, okay, sure. I'll take it. Okay. Anyways, tech problem solved. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So I fixed the background lighting, and now I'm doing the lilies. So I'm thinking about 4 lilies, just 4 of them. Okay, I also drew the insides of these lilies wrong, so you're gonna have to forgive me for that, because they're more sort of on the vertical side, like so. right? They're more like that. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Like so. There we go. They're a bit more like coffee beans. I thought that they would be like round, but they're quite literally like that. I guess from distance they're kind of like this, but they're really not. They're more like that. Also, I'm going to do a lot of. So I'm going to put 4 lilies, mainly because I think that's like a good amount to cover the canvas. Well, not really cover the canvas, but it's a good amount, I think. But it's also there because for, well, okay, there's gonna be spoilers for Duet Night Abyss if you're interested in the game, but yeah. How much should I spoil? So 4. If you know 4 in Asian cultures, well, specifically Chinese, I'm not sure Korean is like that, but in Chinese and Japanese culture, 4, you probably already know. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, that's a thing. So that's why I'm putting 4 lilies down, and I'm also putting 4 stems in the center of in the center of said lilies. So yeah, there's 4 of these over here, right? So we got that crap, I drew in wrong place. So we have this. We're just gonna continue. Also, I like manually going over the line art to make them thicker. I don't really like using the tool, which is like adjusting the line art thickness. I think that's like I don't think it's too reliable sometimes, but maybe I'm just being a boomer. Also, I kind of like going over the line art just so that I could patch any holes or whatever. So yeah, let me do this, and there we go. I can see traces of the of the paint over there. Okay. So obviously the extremities of the flower are going to be slightly slightly thicker. The line art is going to be slightly thicker, just so that it's easier to spot, right? So they can tell the outline of the object a lot easier. That's what I did for the butterfly as well. So yeah. Oops, too much. There we go. Every corner gets to be a bit more of a thicker line art, I would say, like so. So every intersecting line gets a thicker sort of line art over here, right? Like so. There we go. And then we have this nice thick line for here. Okay, nice. And then over here. There we go. And then for the rest of the lilies, because I'm lazy, I'm not going to be drawing line art. I'm just going to do the painterly style with them. But yeah, because those aren't going to be as close to the butterfly, so I don't really need to put that much emphasis on them. Hence why I'm not going to be doing the painterly style with them. Hence why I'm not going to put line art on them, because they don't necessarily need that sort of emphasis, right? Hence why it's also, I just like purple line art, so don't judge me. Right, so we have all this. Very nice, very nice. Venas. Why did I say that? That's like such a dead meme. Why did I say that? I'll never understand myself sometimes. Maybe that's the point. Gotta keep everyone guessing, including myself. Okay. There we go. Don't need to thicken that line up too much because that is not part of it. Okay. Yep. These are sufficiently thick line art, so it's only here that really needs a brush over. Right here. There we go, because I also don't want to make it uneven too, right? So, yeah. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Okay, that should be fine for the outline of the lily. Like so. Right? Yeah, it's not bad. I will take it. Yeah. Over here, let me do this. Not too thick though, or else this entire stem is just gonna be a purple thing. I don't want it to be just purple. I do want there to be some shape, right? Over here. Good. Good. Okay, over here. There we go. And then oh, sure, yeah, let's do this. Might as well. Over here, every intersecting line is here. There we go. And then over here. Might be a bit thick for this. That's fine though. That's fine, right? I know no one's probably gonna see this, but you can sort of feel the details if you zoom out a bit, like, oh, there's more purple in that specific section type of deal. Which sounds really stupid, but also I think it matters. So I'm gonna do that. Because I want to. Because that's art. Or whatever. Oh, no. Whatever. It's fan art. Woo. Sure, let's do this. Now it's just purple. That's just purple. Sure. Okay, sure. Let's try this. Let's try this. It's kind of hard to see with the green, so let me turn it off. Yeah. That's about as good as I think he'll get. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a lily. That is indeed a lily. Pop. Imagine I drew all of that on the wrong layer. I would have cried. But then we have lily leaves, which are a bit more on the longer end. So they're gonna be slightly slimmer, and they're gonna be also longer as well. So I hate drawing leaves. That's probably a bad time. Also, why am I so small? Who done this? Why did I shrink? Help me, I'm tiny. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Why are you so wonky? What's going on with you, buddy? What's going on with you? Why are you wonky? Willy wonky. Okay, so if I do this, right? If I do this, right? I'm just gonna draw two leaves because I'm lazy once again. My excuse for anything, lazy. Is this stem perhaps too small? No, that's fine. That's fine. That's so fine. That's so fine over here, right? I'm debating right now. Give me a minute. So if I want, sorry. So this goes out here. Okay. How about this? Alright, so this leaf. Okay. Alrighty then. Why do I say that? Who says alrighty then? I knew a guy who says alrighty then. I'm like, bruh, that's stupid. Sorry. It's probably not though. Now I sort of unironically say it sometimes, which is quite concerning. So I'm like, wow, That's not great. There we go. There we go. Where's this? Okay, so this goes here. Should be a bit less sharp over here. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. How about this? Because it is sort of like a bent leaf over there. You know, yeah, sure. We'll go with this. It's just a leaf. No one cares, right? Right, guys? Right? No one cares about a bent leaf. I swear. No one does. There we go. Oops, too much. Too much la. There we go. I'm spending way too much time on this. I really don't need to spend as much time on this as I do, but I want to. Probably because then I don't know what to draw anymore. But then I'm like, man, I kind of want to keep going, so I guess so. So if I do this, curl this leaf up like so, and there we go. Thicken this up a bit. There we go. Right. Okay. I'm gonna need to, okay, so for the watercolor section, I'm gonna need to use the selection tool just so that I don't screw anything up. Right. That seems to be the best course of action. There we go. There we go. This is like a stem thingamajiggy here. Oops, I didn't need to do that. Okay, sort of like this. This goes here. And then we have to thicken up this part over here. Also, I went hard on training today. It's like, God. I went hard, and then like my leg was cramping up. I was like, this was not supposed to happen. Which was a bit. Which was like it's been a bit since I've actually had like cramps. Actually, well, this one, yeah, it's been a while since like I've actually had like pretty bad cramps. Legs, like my thighs were just cramped. Usually it's my my left thigh just cramping up, but then it was like my right thigh. No, usually my right thigh that cramps up, but then my left thigh's been cramping up too. So I'm like, help! I'm dying here. So that's not great, but it's like, I might as well, right? Might as well. Okay, so that's one leaf done. I'll do 2 leaves. Because the leaves are kind of going to be hidden by the other 4 flowers, or 3 flowers anyways. So, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Right. So then there's going to be this thing over here, which is stem. It's fine, I'll erase that after. And then this sort of just goes up, oops, up. Sorry, you're gonna need to deal with the sketch face of this. Oh crap, that's the wrong button for that. Oh crap, also wrong button. There we go. This goes over here, right? This goes over here. This also circles back into this, right? Okay, I should probably draw this one first, right? Because this follows this line over here, and then this goes here. There we go. Very similar structure to, I mean, look, leaves can only look like leaves. Obviously, what kind of dumb, sorry, that's a dumb statement. A leaf can only look like leaf. A leaf look like leaf because a leaf look leaf. So yeah, no kidding. Oh, that's why it's thicker, because we're using 12 instead of my usual 6 for 6 for brush size. I was like, why does this look thicker? Because I didn't make it thicker. Wow. Answering shall receive, apparently. Okay, that's fine. Because I need to follow this. It's good. That was just a guide as to where to draw it. Boop. There we go. Sure. Wait, no, that's not it. Other way around. Right, so if it goes like this, right? It goes like this. Goes like this. Like so. And there we go. Okay. There we go. I made the liner a bit too thick because I did 12 instead of 6. I'm like, whatever. I'm over this. I'm not over this. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm like, yeah, might as well. Might as well. Might as well. There we go. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Except this leaf is a bit too sharp over here. I don't really want that, so I do want a bit more of a wave in it. Just because I know that leaves don't just do that. They have stuff, right? Like they aren't just one sharp thing, right? So you have to go like sort of like here. If that's possible. That was actually fine. Here, bulbs out. There we go. Sort of like that, right? Because it's not perfectly sort of inclined here. There we go. Nice. Okay. That's nice. And then I'm going to cover up with another lily because I'm like that. Never heard of it. Well, I'm probably going to draw all 4 lilies in 4 different I'm probably gonna draw the 3 different lilies in different layers just because yeah, just because of the layering system, you know, right? So I kind of want to show this leaf off, so I'll be like, yeah, let me put the other lily behind this leaf, you know, just 4 lilies. 4 bouquets. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, that's good enough, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. That's a lily. That's a lily. That is indeed a lily. Oh my god, I'm humongous now. Why huge? Why so big? I don't know why you're so big. Okay. And then watercolor. Alright, there we go. Set this as a reference layer, even though it's probably, yeah, actually I don't really need to set this as a reference layer, because, yeah, I don't know why, but whatever. What should I do first? Right, I'm gonna select the things I need to draw first. I'll probably do the green stems first. Just because they do seem slightly easier to do all that. Right, okay. This is gonna be so hard, man. But the thing with painterly style stuff, and also with watercolors, that doesn't exactly need to be perfect. It just needs to be like, it just needs to look right, you know. The thing with art, Or doesn't even look right. There we go. Nice. Oh, why are you here? I mean, it's not like I need this to be precise, just because it's gonna be hidden behind of the whatchamacallit? It's gonna be hidden behind of the it's gonna be hidden behind of the line art, so it's gonna be fine, right? For the most part, I believe. Okay, sure. Wait, hold up, we're not good. There we go, now you're good. Not that these gaps matter, again, just because it's behind the line art, so it's fine. But still, just for the sake of it. There we go, okay, good. Watercolor, now I gotta find a dark green, you're dark, right? Okay, sure, let's try this. Actually, ever since the croissant video, I actually haven't been practicing the watercolor all that much, so I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I sort of do want to see the texture over here, right? Over here. It's a bit too dark, especially when I use. Well, it's a bit darker just because of the fact that, it's whatchamacallit, watercolor, so it sort of bleeds through to the background a bit. So if I do this, right? Oh yeah, that's certainly a thing. Why did this one show so much? Probably because I didn't do as much watercolor, maybe? Yeah, okay. Try this then. Right. Blend it through. Oops, that's not great. Alright, let's try this. Actually, the blending of this is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It's too much, actually. It's too much, so I want to darken this a bit. Sorry, I'm gonna revert the hell out of this, just because I'm like, ugh, I'm not quite happy with that. Okay, try this. I might actually apply a bit more green to it. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. Oh my god, yeah. I definitely did not apply enough water. What? I definitely did not apply enough watercolor into it. Enough water. What the hell am I talking about? There we go. It's just a nice water wash over here. And again, these differences in styles are intentional for the most part, because I do want this contrast in between of things, because it's sort of the character can never sort of get what they want, if that sort of makes sense. Right? And Lily is inherently this flower of innocence, right? Purity. And apparently, I don't know if that's true, but I've seen people put them in funerals, so that is something as well. So yeah, butterfly, usually butterflies journey, change, maybe. So yeah, yeah, so that's usually why I have stuff. And again, they're all in different sort of ways of rendering, ways of being drawn, just because I did sort of want that contrast again, like I said. This is actually the first time I'm doing so many distinct styles in one thing. But again, I'm just having fun with a lot of what I learned throughout these past days with art and all that stuff. So, okay, whoops. Okay, let me do like a very slight thing, right? Very slight. Oh boy. So it's gonna be a bit of a harder brush press over here, right? Over here. Over here. So this is inherently like sort of a raised thing over here. I'm not exactly the best at drawing plants or at rendering in general. I'm not exactly the best, period. But I am trying, so that has to count for something, right? Right. So that's what this is, sort of. Right. I'm definitely treating it way too much like the painterly style. So maybe it's gonna be kind of hard to see the details. Ish. Right. Like this. There we go. Make it slightly darker over there. Sure. I'm gonna take a darker. I'm gonna take the darker green again, just because I don't want. Why are you so white? Why are you so white now? What the heck? Watercolor edge. Is that what's happening? Oh. No? Oh, I see what's happening now. Okay. Oops. I may have accidentally done something with the thingy. So obviously I think for this it does lose a lot of what makes watercolor, just because there's not that unpredictability, I think. Right, because watercolor for the most part, why it just looks so beautiful is because there is this element of unpredictability, right? It is significantly hard. Wait, hold up. May I just goof this? Hold up. I'm going back to sneeze. Help me. Sneeze. Okay, hold up. This is not going to work out. Hold up. I'm going to read. You're just going to hear undos. Just so it's less annoying, we use my pen to do this. So, how was your day? Mine was going great. Cramps and all that stuff. Phenomenal. Okay. Actually, you know what? I can keep that. I can keep you. I can't keep you. Okay. And we'll do this. And then, okay. We can stick with this, right? It's different, but not really. As well. Oh, also I did this wrong. Straight up did this wrong. Right, so this is gonna be a curled up leaf over here, right? Right, so we do want this to be slightly lighter over here. Like so. So I don't know how you got that color, but whatever. I don't understand watercolor. I still don't. I would love to do watercolor in person, like in traditionally at some point. Just so then like I actually start to understand it a bit more. Because obviously I don't think digital will ever be able to replicate that unpredictability of watercolor. That's what makes it so beautiful, right? So I'm gonna have a bit of fun with that at some point. Okay, let's do this. Right. Who's stretching the color so much? Less stretch. Oh, texture density? Is that what's happening? No. Too much texture. Too much texture just straight up erases it. Okay. Is it gonna be a bit more faint over here, I feel. There we go. Sure. Let's do that. Here. Okay. There we go. Great. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe we'll get back to it. Flowers are hard. The worst part is that I actually did this with a watercolor. Like I actually drew this before. Like I did a watercolor at some point. I did a watercolor lily at some point even. I'm a fraud apparently. I'm a man who frauds. Fraud man. What? Can anyone tell me why I say things and nothing ever makes sense? It's like I don't understand why I say certain things and then nothing ever makes sense. So let's fold it up a bit. So naturally the tip over here will be slightly more colored, or it will be illuminated here. Alright. I need like a darker thing. Give me darkness over here. You're still so light. Why are you so light? I don't want it to be so light. Yeah, whatever. You want to stick with you. Okay. That's fine. I just hope it's not going to turn like the painterly style, like light green when it comes to that. God, that's going to be horrible. Actually, well, I'll test it right now. I'll test it right now. Oh, hold up. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh boy. Actually, well, I'll finish this one first, and then I'll test it out. This, yeah, sure. Just so that there's a bit of light here. Yeah, this sort of fades out over here. I still don't really understand light and all that stuff, which means that I'll have to. Well, obviously I understand it, but like not to a degree where I'm like very proficient with it. So I'll get to it at some point, right? Okay, let's say the stem is done over here. I'll probably have like a billion things to change afterwards, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. Oh yeah, I haven't rendered in shadows yet. I'm dumb. But okay, let me test out the other thing. Let me test out this. That is bright. Holy crap, that is bright. Because this is these. I want them to be a bit more dark. Also, I have my mic, so that's balls. That's a pain. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna need to find a darker green for that after. Okay, sure. Let's go with this. Yeah, guess. Still two. Yeah, okay. This is actually a lot better. Okay. So this is gonna have to be a bit more over here, right? These all come from Bouquet, so they're all there. Right. There we go. Okay. So that's just there for STEM reasons. Just STEM reasons. God. I'm not in STEM. But that's just going to be there for the sake of being there. For the sake of being completed, let's just say. Okay. Let's do this. Because then we need like a darker... I don't understand watercolor at all. Oh my god, what's happening to you? Right. Okay, so this blends in here. Alright, so it sort of goes down here. Help. I don't understand watercolor at all. Help me. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is just pure black right now. It's not really worth trying out different things, you know? Yeah, okay. Black seems to be the way to really try and yeah, I think that's the only thing that can really counteract the rest of the thing. Oops, that's not good. But there we go. Actually, let me make it bigger just so that I don't do all this dingus, right? There we go. Just so we had a bit of texture to everything. I'm just using words for the sake of it. Okay. Bit of black over here. Look at the layers. Layers. That's fine. Go. Oops. This. It's too much. Too much love. There we go. I mean, c'est pas mal ça, c'est pas mal. I bit my main I can't even speak. I bit the inside of my mouth. There we go. That's not bad. C'est pas mal. It's not bad. It's a bit glossy. I think that's the point. That's not the point, but like I think that's something that I shouldn't have done. Why is it so glossy? Well, some plants are like waxed, you know, they got that, their leaves are really glossy for no apparent reason. I have no idea why some leaves of some plants are like shiny. They're so weird. Well, the plants are weird, you know. We eat their fruit, we eat their babies. I'm like, what is this? what are fruits? Okay. Okay, well, we're approaching the 45-minute mark. I did not make much progress. I just had an existential crisis. Half of this was just me trying to solve my friggin' VTubing issues, and the other half was just me losing it at watercolor because I don't understand how watercolor works. Help. Oh my god. I'm just tired. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, which is not even nearly that, which is honestly fair, because at least I don't sleep as late as Aoi. Aoi sleeps at like, what, 10, 7, 8. I think she slept at 10 a.m. at some point, so I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What is your sleeping schedule? But anyways, that's a discussion for another day. I'll go to sleep after an hour because I want to continue working on this. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. That was the fastest. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you are. And see you guys next time. Bye. See you and take care. Bye.